continue our Idea of the Month partnership with Seeking Alpha. Joining us today is Seeking Alpha author Galileo Russell. Galileo, first of all, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And I want to tell our viewers that your Idea of the Month, well, it's Amazon. Do you believe this acquisition by Amazon of Whole Foods could lead to a possible $1 trillion valuation?
Yes, I do. So a couple months ago, I laid out an article why I believed Amazon would acquire Whole Foods. And after their entrance with Amazon Books, we thought it was really clear that they wanted to make a move into retail. It was originally rumored that they wanted to build a couple hundred stores. They scaled that back, but now they already have 13 Amazon bookstores in the works. So it was clear they wanted to make a big push in physical brick and mortar. And then after the Just Walk Out technology was unveiled, it was clear that they wanted to make a move into grocery. And Amazon has been struggling with grocery for a long time now. It's still a very small portion of overall grocery sales are online. And so I think the reason being for that is simply consumers, like when you go into a store, a ripe banana to me is different than a ripe banana to you. And so to put that experience online was really tricky. And so from that perspective, I think the Amazon deal made a lot of sense. And I think they did at an incredible time because they bought the company, or if the deal goes through for $42 a share, that'll be $13.4 billion. That's less than 1 time sales, less than 16 times operating income at a distressed time in the business because they're competing on price with Kroger and Walmart and all these other companies.
I gotta just interrupt quickly because we don't have a lot of time left, but we gotta drill in on the numbers here. I mean, $1 trillion, that is, we gotta talk through that claim, right? Because Amazon right now has a market cap of about $460 billion. You add on this deal just shy of $14 billion or so. I mean, that would be more than doubling, right, the current market cap that it has. So are you saying that Whole Foods alone, that acquisition alone, can get it to $1 trillion?
I mean, no, I personally think Amazon was headed there before the acquisition of Whole Foods, but I mean, there's a couple ways to look at the valuation of the company. They're on pace to do $200 billion in revenue or cross that mark by 2018. So even a 5 times price sales multiple on that doesn't seem too ludicrous, but I think their growth is going to continue significantly after that. On an operating cash flow basis, the company did about $17 billion in 2016, probably going to do about $20 to $22 billion this year. So if you think about it like that, that's only a 45 times multiple of operating cash flow on the business based on this year's financials without Whole Foods. And so I think that's not too crazy. That's like a 2 or 3% yield in an interest rate environment where you're lucky to get that anyway. And I think it's really interesting though, because the market is choosing here to not only not value earnings, because Amazon has none, but to value earnings power. And so that's why I like to look at the company on an operating cash flow basis. And I think as they continue to grow that number, the market will just continue to give them the same kind of price sales multiple they have. And as they continue to grow sales, that'll lead them to the $1 trillion valuation.
So then you favor that Just Walk Out technology versus, let's say, an on-demand thing, and I'm speaking specifically of Blue Apron really quickly. Blue Apron, obviously, they IPO'd at about where they thought they were going to. How much did Amazon's acquisition of Whole Foods impact that IPO?
I think it did. I mean, they didn't IPO where they thought they were going to. They tried to price at 15 to 17. They ended up coming out of the gates at 10. Now they're trading at 9. So it's about as broken of an IPO as you can get. But I think Blue Apron actually...
Yeah, sorry, we're just gonna have to wrap it right here.
Okay.
But thank you so much for joining us. That's Galileo Russell, author at Seeking Alpha. And for more information on Seeking Alpha's marketplace, visit seekingalpha.com/marketplace.